What's good? My apologies if that's loud. Still messing with the audio and trying to get all the levels right. Hence the monitor here that I'm doing with the headphones. But thank you all for joining, whoever's joining and watching right now. And in this episode 5, we are going to go into RankMath SEO a bit more in the setup wizard around that, so that your site will rank better on Bing, Google, Yandex, other search engines essentially. So you're going to become more SEO friendly, or your site's going to become more SEO friendly that way. And then just to mention one thing, the tip jar over there, if you donate or subscribe or do, there's a couple different things you can do, and a tip will drop in live, only live. During a replay, it won't. But it's another reason to join live. So let's jump in straight away to the rank math, and then after that, we'll see how much time is left and see if we can get into the e-commerce stuff. We might end up holding off till the next episode on that. So I'm going to go ahead and transition over to the Firefox page here, and I recommend using Firefox or Google Chrome, not so much Safari, to do all this work in. Okay, here we are in the RankMath SEO plugin drop-down menu, right? So in the previous episode, we installed this plugin via the plugins repository, which you access through here. Okay, so once you do that, you need to do this setup wizard. And typically the easy is the way to go, but if you want to use the advanced, it's just a couple more steps, basically, a little more information. But you really want to know exactly like what you're doing when you do that stuff. So go ahead and start with the easy. Start wizard. You're going to tell them what type of site it is. It won't say test site. It'll say the name of your site here, right? And because we're making a psychology office website, we're going to call it a small business website, calling it a local business as the business type, right? Company name. You can add or upload a file, but you want to make sure that you really pay attention to the min and max sizes here so that you don't upload a gigantic file. I don't think it's going to let you, but that determines the speed really of the website loading, or one of the major factors. So we want to be careful about that. Same thing with the social share image here. You can upload the 1200 by 630 and you should be good to go. So do that. Now here is where you can connect to Google services. I connected the site up to the search console here. So that just gives us a lot of insight into searches and how they relate, to the website. So it's important to hook that up, as well as analytics. I'm not going to do that on this site since it's a test site, but it's all fairly straightforward stuff here on the RankMath Setup Wizard side of things. You should enable the auto update of the plugin. That's just one less thing you'll have to take care of. And then return to the dashboard. And here we are. So we've just set up the RankMath SEO plugin through their setup wizard. Now you have all this. So here's their whole drop down, set of sub drop down menus. Right, this is just the titles and meta tag sub menu, but you can tell there's quite a bit, just in this one. So you want to take your time and go through, and set everything up. So like what they're talking about here, the separator character is probably obvious, but you can select which separator you want there, right? That or that. So this is all a matter of going through step by step and just filling out what you can fill out. And once you then have done that, go ahead and you can jump into, now you're ready to start doing blog posts using this powerful plugin. And the way to get started with that is to hover over posts and click on add new. Now, adding a new post is actually something that we've already done. So this is going to be just like test post 2. And okay, I was going to just shut it down, but I'll move on with just creating a whole second test post. So once that is done, once you provide the name, you can either stay in here and use what's called the Gutenberg block editor, which comes standard with WordPress, or you can edit with Elementor. And editing with Elementor requires one previous step to this, and that's going to be, let me just show you real quick. Click on edit with Elementor. This is what's called a page builder. Oh, actually, it may not load. Because it's a page builder, what we need to do is tell it what template we want it to apply to blog posts. And the way we do that is through the back end here, right? WP-admin. And then check one thing real quick. Okay, yeah, so this test post 2 did come through, right? But we're just not able to open it. And this is the one we did yesterday, right, on the 11th. And this is also some additional information you'll be getting about posts now, these SEO details. We can go over this later. But what we wanted to look at was the Elementor Theme Builder, right? Within the templates, we're going to create a single post, right? Single blog post is what it's referring to, template. And here it is. I've actually already created it, but if you wanted to create another one, let me just show you what happens if we put this in the trash. Okay, it's a draft. Let's go to put it in the trash. Here now you get this prompt instead that says, add new single post, at which point you can then name it, like, so it'd be like blog post 2, hit create template, and you'll be given a menu of pre-built templates to choose from. If it loads, but my connection is pretty slow right now, so I think we're just going to move on to, so this is also, by the way, at rankmath.com, it connects to your website as well, so you can get even more information, and upgrade, submit support tickets, account details, subscriptions, websites. Okay, so you can keep it all centralized in one place if you're running it on multiple websites. RankMath plugin. Okay, so given all that now, this is a product that we made because after doing this RankMath setup, what I want to show you how to do is create a product. So the way to do that is to download WooCommerce. WooCommerce is a plugin. You would click on add new here, and it's the eCommerce plugin for WordPress. In terms of, it's like built by the same company, automatic that built and maintains WordPress, so to speak. So once you're here, just click the install now and then activate. I've already done it, so it's grayed out, but it would look like that if I hadn't. And now, once it's active, over here, there's an additional menu item here, products. This is where you set up all your products. So I actually already have set up one test product that'll show up here. Yep. And I haven't set a price on it yet, but let's just go ahead. I'm going to right click and say open link in new tab. It's going to show me more information about the product. Like the name, I could change it here if I wanted to. Could also change the permalink. So this is the link, the URL where this product lives. And if I wanted to name it something else, I would press edit and be able to edit just this last little bit, just the test dash product, change it to something else, as long as we don't already have a page that is named that same page. So scrolling down during a product setup, you'll see immediately where you can add a bunch of content and like links and whatnot to provide a ton of education for a customer. You could then set up categories. It's really quite easy. Just click add new category, then type in the name, click add new category. And if it's like a child category that needs to be nested underneath a parent, then just select the parent category first and then click add new category. And you'll get that nesting effect. Then in the product data window here, what we're going to do is set up the type of product that it is. And in this particular example, we're just going to go over exactly how to set up a simple product. Simple product would be like a t-shirt or a watch or something like that, where it's just going to have a regular price. You could sometimes have a sales price or a sale price, and you can actually schedule when you have sales. And then you can, in addition to that, we'll change the currency as well, but that's done in the WooCommerce settings area. We'll change that. You can set it as a virtual product. So these are products that do not require any shipping, or a downloadable product that would be like a file, for example. Okay. You can go ahead and set up inventory. You can just toggle on or off if you want to enable stock management or not. You don't need to. You can set it sold individually. So there's a bunch of, I'm not going to dive deep into the whole thing here, but of product setup, but you kind of get the sense of how it works. You've got to configure every aspect of what it's going to look like, including the SEO portion. So when the product comes back as a result on it for a search, let's say someone's searching for like a psychology, a particular field of psychology type of lesson or consultation, then a search engine may decide, hey, this is the most relevant page to display to them because everything is filled out correctly in what's called the schema, which is it's an agreed upon language, agreed upon by the major search engines as to how to construct a website so that they can read it, understand it, and then display it in the search results to someone. Okay. So all of that being said, what you've got to then go do is put the focus keyword in. That takes time to think about what is that going to be. It also can take some research. So let's see, pillar content, what you can do is just hover over this and you'll see what that means, what pillar content is. Okay, but straight away it's going to be telling you what errors there are that you need to fix in order to rank better. And then you can add pictures here. You can add several pictures in a gallery, or you can add, and you can then also add the main product image, which will show up. Let's see. We'll go ahead and take a look. If we click on this permalink, we'll see the product. Okay, cool. So there's the main product image, and here's the product gallery. Click on the different pictures, they'll show up. Here's where you'll have a short description of the product or service, a longer description of the product or service, and then once we have payment systems, whatever set up, then we'll be able to charge as well. People can pay through the website. So let's chase down that word I was looking for right now. Looking for payment. It's inside of the settings here. Oh, it's just payments. We don't have any payment methods, is what I believe the word I was looking for. We don't have any payment methods set up. And therefore, there's no way for anybody to pay. But let's just say you're willing to take cash. So turn on the cash on delivery as a payment method. Click Save Changes. Your settings have been saved. Now we can go back to this product page. All right. We're just here. I'm going to go ahead and refresh the page. And let's see. No change. That's a bummer. Cash on delivery. You know, I think part of the reason is that we haven't gone through all of these. We have to set we have to set up the store, right? Because you can't just take a payment method. They have to know about your store and where to send the money and all that. Got a little ahead of myself there, but I think you get the idea. Is that you set everything up in the back end and then it starts to work here on the front end for folks. Now, to change the layout of this is the standard product page layout, single product page layout. We wanted to change that. This is where Elementor comes in as a really handy tool. You hover over Elementor and then click on Theme Builder. And we're going to change for a single product the template. So I've already made one here, but it's the same situation that we looked at with the single post, where if I delete this, we'll get a separate prompt. All right, like this. So create your first single product template. You can reuse them across your website, easily export them to another project. So really cool, really powerful. And when I have a better bandwidth, we'll be able to actually go through and take a look. Because what happens is, when I try to open up the page builder, I just don't have enough bandwidth to get it done. So if we go to single product, call this one 2, create the template. Here's where my bandwidth bottlenecks, and I can't move forward with the page builder, unfortunately, to show you guys. But well, sometimes I can. Let's see. It's getting there. It's getting there. There we go. All right. So here is an example of a page or template that would replace this design. And you could choose this one or this one or this one. You can make your own even if you want. But if you just were to click Insert Template here, let's see if it does it. It'll do all that heavy lifting and set everything in place, and then automatically put the right picture there, right? Automatically put the correct description, right category. We're just going to use it as a template. So yeah, this can't edit mode here, I think is going to cause an issue. So we won't be able to edit it, actually, unfortunately. But you get the idea, and I will be doing it soon once I've again got the bandwidth. And something else to consider is creating archives for blog posts and products. What I mean, it would be like, a page where you'd go to get to see all of your blog posts and click on one to dive in deeper into one. Same thing with products. If you want to go see all the products, search through, find the one you want, click on it, etc. I've already created the blog archive here, but for the products archive, it's the same process as we've done with all these other ones. You just click on that tab and then add new products archive. Call it products archive. create template. And just like we got with the products, we got a menu of, or a selection of templates to use. We had the same situation here. It's just a template of product archive, several templates we can choose from, and then just insert one. And it will dynamically use the correct data so that it's up to date. But looking like it's not going to go for us here, unfortunately. Yeah, enable safe mode showed up. So what we'll do is go back to the admin area. And basically, yeah, call it a day for now. Coming up on 20 minutes. So just explore. WordPress is what I was doing right now is just something that I do often, which is just explore through and see what you can find. I mean, I was just looking right now at WordPress events and news. This is cool. There's a WordCamp Central America coming up very soon. It's awesome. It's online. So, participate in this stuff and you meet really, really cool people that can help you out a lot for not very much money often. So the moral of the story there is to, explore around in WordPress, check out these types of live streams, check out, just videos in general, forums. There's a lot of information out there, a lot of resources to be had. So be sure to use those. Sorry for the background noise. I can't wait till I move to somewhere quieter. But all in good time. And I'm going to listen to this recording and see if the audio was clipping a bunch. I can see that it seems quite high. This is episode 5, so I've been adjusting things, and hopefully you can see that they've been getting better and better, and keep coming back for more.